you already this season. So what has his kind of emergence for you meant so far?
Well, we saw him last year. He's got some confidence within our system. We knew about him. He knew about us, and he showed up at camp in real good shape. And right from day one, you could tell that he took a step. He was confident. He was moving quick, and he understood right away what was the plan for this season and the way we want to play it. And he's a real good person. So combination of that's a guy that scored some goals in the past. And so I don't care at any level. When you can score goals, you can score goals, and he did in the past. We knew that, and now he's with a little bit of confidence and understanding the kind of system we want to use here. He's combining his mind and his skills, and he's producing. So it's good for us and it's good for him.
We talk about stay in the fight, and you mentioned that the other day, and your team stayed in the fight in the second period, largely because of Mikel Burden helping out with the net minding. But how much, we talked about winning also yesterday, and how good does it feel for these young players, Billy Heinola to help out on that second power play goal, Cole Perfetti on that third power play goal, for the mindset, not just of those guys, but the whole team, but especially younger players coming into the league, just all of this winning. I mean, again, we talked about how important it is, but just, I guess, again, how much will that help them long term?
Well, it's winning that's why we're in this business. We want to win games, but it's how we win them. Second period was a little bit harder today, but the reason why it was harder, it's because we were not managing the puck as well as we did in the first. And then we were able to make the corrections and make the adjustments. And they came back in the third with tons of confidence. And like we say all the time, stay in the fight. And they did. Just a few adjustments in between periods, and they applied it. And they're working together. They're vocal on the bench. And at the end of the day, when you do it right and you win games, it just reinforces that the process is right. And right now, like, it's not perfect whatsoever, but it's the hard work is there, and the process, they're trying to make it work. They're trying to make it right, and the rewards is there with the wins.
Thank you.
We'll go next to Jacob Stoller. Go ahead, Jacob.
Pascal, just in that sequence there, you were pressured quite heavily by a veteran Laval team. What do you have to say about your team's response as a group collectively to some real tough bouts throughout that game?
Yeah, well, we're gonna get team like Laval that is bigger and older. You're gonna get pushed around. It's all right. It's gonna happen every game. It's how you bounce back. It's how you push back. And our way to pushing back, it's to supporting the puck. It's to not panic with the puck. I see guys making plays under pressure, and maybe we're not connecting, but the read is right. It's just a matter of executing those plays. But they have the confidence not only in their skills, but in the routes of their teammates. We asked them to speak a little bit more on the ice, and they did in the third. Well, it's a real fun group to work with, and being pushed around, that's fine. You want to push us, fine. We're going to push back, but there's different ways to do it, and our team has been responding really well in the third period. So it's fun to watch, and it's fun to be part of.
We'll circle back to Dave Minuk. We have time for one more question each. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jen. Coach, Christian Reichel was playing in his 100th AHL game, and he's, I guess, apparently didn't even realize that he was playing in his 100th AHL game because it snuck up on him. But, last year we saw him play really well with David Gustafsson and Christian Vesalainen and really high-end guys. Now he's talking about the benefit he's getting, even though he's not that old, from playing with a guy like Cole Perfetti, in certain opportunities. But what have you seen from Christian Reichel's game so far this season?
Very consistent man in the way he prepares himself. He's a very mature young man. He's been around hockey his whole life. He knows how to prepare. He knows the effort that it takes to be consistent in his games and his practice habits. Um, he's not. He can play center. He can play wing. He can play the power play. He can play the PK at our level, and he's a real good leader. He's got great leadership skills. It comes natural to him. So um, I'm not surprised that he's already played 100 games in this league, and who knows what's his ceiling. Because you think about him and you think in 2 or 3 years where he's going to be, because we know he's going to keep working like this every year in the summer. He's going to work at his craft. He's going to get better and better. So who knows what's going to happen to him. But what I know is he wasn't drafted. And as soon as the draft was over, Craig Heisinger gave him a call and he said, we would like to have you coming to our camp. And he took advantage of it. And since then, he's been with us.
Thank you.
We'll finish it off with Jacob Stoller. Go ahead, Jacob.
Pascal, just one more thing there about Christian. What have you seen from him coming into this season that really, was kicked up a couple notches from last year in particular?
I think it was more at the end of the year, Jacob. I think he got injured in the middle of a season, missed a few games, quite some time. And he came back and he found his pace again, found his game again. And then he finished the season producing with Gus and Vesalainen. But before that, even before that, to be on that line, he had to earn it, right? So he was playing the right way, and we were evaluating the team and the players after every game. And Reichs was, okay, he's playing well again. And then he had a real good scoring chance, or he blocked a shot, or his stick was right. And then game after game. And then at some point we said, well, maybe we should give him a shot on the top line. And then we did, and then he took advantage of it. So I think that created a lot of confidence in his game. And he took advantage of the summer to work really hard, or the time off, I should say. And then he showed up this year a little bit better. So it's he's earning everything. He's been working hard at his craft, and he's a guy that I don't know his ceiling. I don't know where he's going to end up in a few years because he's working hard.